Welcome back to another Ruthless Ideas podcast. Today, we got a banger. Mainly because this is my second one I recorded today. The first one, I just complained the whole time. I thought, I'm not going to post a podcast about me complaining because I'm lucky to have this life. I'm lucky to be where I am, and no one gives a crap, to be honest. So, let's get into it. First off, insane idea I made while I was trying to sleep. Had an idea and thought, let me fix it. Or let me write down this idea. Well, it was dark. I did not want to turn on my phone and it pissed me off. I couldn't write it down. So I still got on my phone, wrote it down, and then realized, well, there's an idea in itself. I'll just design a way to be able to write down the idea while it's dark out and not have to worry about turning on your phone. So then I made a video, designed this product where it's like a triangle, half a diamond triangle connected to the wall that has a sticky note pad in it with like a cool outline, not outline, more of like a perimeter of like where words should go, and then a pen connected to it. So when you're sleeping, you got the idea, you reach up on your wall behind your bed, boom, there's a sticky note, there's the pen, you grab it, you write your idea out, stick it to the wall, then you either try and put it back or put it off to the side, go to sleep. The thing is, I don't know if you'd be able to find the actual spot on the wall to put the stuff back. That's why I say just throw it, because it's not going to kill you if you roll over and sleep on it or anything like that. So it is what it is. But then the other video is, so with 3D printing, you need filament. Filament normally comes in boxes. I ordered a deal where it was 10 boxes, which is 1 kilogram per box of filament, for $100. So $10 per thing. Except now I'm going to have 10 boxes that I have no use for. So I made a use for it. So what I did is I 3D printed so the boxes are 8x8s. So I printed a 4x4 box so that I could put the box inside the box, which would organize it better. So now you could put 4 boxes inside this one box, be able to organize it. And then I 3D printed this little handle, because there's this little spot where you're supposed to be able to put the 3D printing filament in the box, use the box to hold the filament, and then as the printer takes the filament, the box just holds it, and it just holds the filament for you, whatever. So there's a hole where you can put the filament through. There you go. So I made a handle for that so that I can use it, and hopefully, my first thought was I could just make a briefcase out of it, which would be kind of cool. So maybe I figure out a way to make a briefcase out of it, except one end is open and that kind of affects it, but I don't know, we'll see. Kind of want to spray paint it black. Maybe I make some James Bond type briefcase thing with it, I don't know, but still pretty cool. Still worked out. As well as I have been 3D. So on Tuesday, I had a meeting with a woman who runs the special needs for the school near me, and she wanted to meet. So then I was able to meet with her, and I did a little show and tell of all of the products that I've made, and amazing. It felt so cool to be able to share it, and she kind of talked me through all the things she liked, as well as all the things that could help and everything like that. And so that helped a ton. She also gave me some new ideas, which was awesome. So I kind of started working on making some products for her. Except the thing is, the main thing is these kids will try and break the products, and my products are very easy to break. So I had to try and figure out a way to 3D print them together so that you don't have to figure out a way to put them together first. They're just automatically together, so that the only way to get them apart is you break it. And so that's the kind of hope of like, if you don't start out with a way for them to take it apart, the really only way to do it is breaking it. But if I can figure out a way to start them together, I can just make the products extremely tough so that you almost can't break it. So, because the one cool thing about 3D printing is you adjust how thick the products are, also how much filaments in each. So I can make it like a completely full and like thick toy. So it makes it 10 times harder to break, which is also the cool thing about 3D printing is like, you can't do that if you have an injection mold. The thing is, it's always together. It's just depending on how thick you make the material, that's how good it is. So, yeah, kind of crazy. Also, I got my first like prototype of the product I want to patent, and it kind of works. There's some problems I didn't expect to come up, but it's still pretty cool, still works, and so I'm super excited. But you may or may not be seeing some content about that soon, because once I do patent it, I should be able to make some content on it and like talk about it. I just need to determine whether or not I do that, because turns out there's all the big companies hire people to watch the like patent office and like all the new patents that get submitted, so that if there's a product that is in their realm and of their like, I don't know, like product range or just like could benefit them, they'll immediately take that idea and go make it as a way cheap knockoff, so that if you don't like go the next steps for the patent, they'll just go and do that idea. Because a patent only protects you for 12 months. The one I'm going to file, it's a provisional patent. So it only protects you for 12 months. So they just make it way cheaper, and then go, oh, you didn't do anything with it? Well, boom, there it is. We made it. So, would be kind of cool. And if I actually did something with it, so that's why it's like, now I'm nervous on when to do it. So I'm going to kind of hold out, try and get a pretty much complete product, so that while I go through the patent, I'm just talking to companies, going to clients, talking to them, having them like test the product and figuring out the best way to do it. Because pretty much I'm going to beat a company at their own game, where it's like, I'm just going to have to go to all, say like the businesses that want the product. I go there and go, hey, someone will make this better, but I'm going to do this now. You should work with me. Not in those exact words at all, but you get to just beat them to it, hope for the best, and see what happens. But honestly, I don't know. A lot could go right, a lot could go wrong, all in the learning experience, and it would be just something cool to say, and it'll always be on my resume. And then if it ever does go big, and like one product, I don't know, just a lot of like crazy things that could happen, but just an example, that product goes big, and then I go, hey, I actually designed that way before, because I actually took videos way before actually doing this, like 2 years ago. So I could like show all the products of like what I was doing and everything, and be like, actually, I did that. And then if they like file a patent for it, I go, well, I actually filed a patent for that a year earlier than you. So maybe not, I don't get anything from it. Maybe I just get like exposure or something like that. But I don't know. Still would be cool. I just like the idea of having an idea of mine out there. Like, I think I've said this before, but if your idea is good enough where someone already made it, it means that it was a great idea that someone had to make it. So, it's never a bad thing if someone already made your product. It's a good thing. But then you could take it and make it even better. It's kind of crazy, but also with my sticky note idea thing, I actually took it and did a bunch of research on YouTube videos and what are the things to make them go more viral or get more engagement and stuff like that. So I tried to incorporate that into my video. So I'm going to try and incorporate that more and make them like a little better to hopefully get some more engagement. But yeah, last night, so you're supposed to do it like, you're supposed to schedule it out 24 hours in advance. At 5:30 yesterday, I scheduled it out for 5:30 today. Turns out it was 5:30 in the morning, not at night. So after 12 hours, it was 4 views. So turns out it didn't work. But in the videos, they were like, yeah, go back in and update your videos. So that's what I'm going to do. But it was honestly sad because I was so excited about this video coming out. I actually did more work for it, more like special, like, I don't know, I just tried to make the video more consumer friendly where people were actually interested in watching it, and I screwed it up. So super sad, but I mean, I've done a ton of videos. Something is always going to go wrong. It is what it is. So I'm not mad about it. I'm just sad, but then I'll do better on the next one. So yeah, this is so much better than the other podcast, to be honest. The other one, I was just bitching and moaning about how my life was awful and that I didn't know where to go. And I was like, man, I had a lot of choice words for myself. They were not good. But I was like, no, I'm a man. I don't complain. I just complain in my head. So, but hey, we're here. We're going. We're doing this thing. But yeah, end of April. Wow. No. End of August. I'm moving out of my house. Parents' house, no matter what. Just because I need a goal. I can't just be mooching off of them. I can't just accept the fate of living here the rest of my life. I need a kick in the butt, and I don't know if they'll do it because they're nice. So I have to do it for myself. So end of August, I'm out of here, finding a place. Gonna hope for the best, but stay tuned and we shall see. But thank you very much and have a wonderful day, night, morning, evening. Goodbye.